morning. I'm in my lumberjack Icelandic fisherman outfit. This was described as such on in the International Smoking Salon. It really is about not. It's an energy efficiency drive. Rather than put money into the pockets of the over-bloated shareholders of my energy company provider, I wear my padded shirt and hat so as to wear, it's not cold really, but just as way of explanation. Yeah, so here we go. It's Sunday morning. It's actually blue sky here in Southampton. It was absolutely bucketing down with rain last night, and but this morning the sun is shining, the sky is blue. It's quite mild. It's very nice. And after that, not unpleasant. To be honest with you, the only unpleasant thing about the cold snap was the blasted snow and having to getting out and about in that is very difficult. And obviously, being a unidexter, if I was to fall over and break my when I say good arm, it's not so good these days, but the one remaining arm I have that sort of works, you'd be up that proverbial creek without the old paddle. So I don't like it. I do not like it, and I avoid going out in it if I can. But with the dog, you have to go out. Reg seemed to like it, but he would, wouldn't he? Yeah. So anyway, what a very strange week I've had. Trying to think of things. A couple of thank yous to Alex, who sent me a message. I don't seem to be able to work out how to sort out, channel comments anymore. I can't seem to, I get them through on my phone. A comment has been made on your channel. Have a look. Then go to my channel to try and find out where they are. Who knows? Who knows? With YouTube, who knows? Yeah, so thank you for that. It was for Burns night. I had haggis, neeps and tatties that evening, and read aloud to myself a number of the Bard's works, and yeah, I quite like Burns. He's a very interesting character. Somewhat impenetrable if you're not really familiar with Scots. It's I, having lived there for some years, up in Scotland, both on the east and west coast of the country. I have a certain understanding of the dialect, if you like, because Scots is a dialect, I guess. But some of you might not like that. But it's not a language in the sense. French is a language, but it's has unique words in it, but Geordie dialect does as well. But anyway, I don't want to get into that because all hell will break loose, and people will think. But anyway, so yeah, so it is for the English speaker. It's somewhat accessible, but with a little effort, and these good things do take a little bit of effort, I think. The world about you might suggest otherwise, and suggest that instantaneous pleasure or whatever can be delivered without any effort, but the rewards of effort are always satisfying, I believe. Yeah, so that was very kind of you. Yeah, I usually celebrate it with the Frasers, my two friends who are both of Scottish descent. Their father was from Inverness, which is right up north, where the language of Gaelic was spoken in the household. Quite a minority tongue these days in Scotland, but a fascinating language, and the Celtic fringe of our country, which would, I guess, constitute Cornwall, Wales, or should I say, the United Kingdom, Cornwall, Wales, Scotland. The Celtic languages spoken. They're similar but not the same, and and a very rich tradition, which was somewhat revived in the 19th century, because I think sadly, these languages were dying. Well, Cornish was a dead language, but I know lots of sort of what you describe as Cornish nationalists might get a bit funny about that, but yeah. But anyway, I'm not. This is a pipe video. This isn't a talk about national minorities or dying languages or anything like that. So anyway, so yes, so thank you for that, Alex. That was very kind of you. So yes, so celebrated Burns Night. Had a very amusing episode. Guess what? There was an argument on a pipe forum. This is the one I'm on Facebook, International Smoking Salon. Guess what it was about? I know you're thinking, I wonder what people about who like pipes would be arguing about. Well, guess what? It was about bulldogs and Rhodesians. Not my favourite subject, I have to say. One that, you know, uh, uh, yeah, I've never actually, to be honest with you, of all the kind of discussions and posts on that site, I have never seen the volume of commentary that that was on that video, particularly from Gustavo, who is an outrageous heretic when it comes to the subject. But the most interesting comment for me was one by a chap called Thomas Bazant, who is a pipe maker, and he said, really, you really got to think past it. It's just the shape of a pipe, and Bulldog, Rhodesian, Dublin. They're just marketing gimmicks. They're names given to pipes to market them, not something quite as holy. But anyway, out of this came a comment I made suggesting that I wasn't the Pope of Pipetown, and obviously lots of my thoughts on the subject of Bulldogs and Rhodesians. And so now I'm officially the Pope of Pipetown. Where Pipetown is, what Pipetown is, is a subject for debate. I've appointed Jens. Cardinal. He's in charge of the Inquisition. We've already excommunicated Gustavo. He's a heretic, and he is anathemaed. I've anathemaed. Well, I said it the first time, then I thought about it, and it all went wrong. So anyway, so that was quite. When I say good fun, it was. Even though, well, I have to say, I do get very annoyed about it. You see, the thing, and not on the subject of bulldogs, I don't ever want to speak about it again. In fact, when it comes to pipes, I'm just going. This is a pipe. This is who made it. You decide what you think it is. I know that sounds dreadfully postmodern, and I really am an enemy of postmodernism. But I think life's too short. Life's too short. God, what was I going to say now? Never mind. Yeah. What was I going to say? It doesn't matter. It can't have been that important. Pipe shapes. Was I going to say something about pipe shapes? No. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the other funny thing was I was talking to a journalist yesterday, who writes in a paper I read, and he said, "Oh, Tim Guinea, the pipe man." Oh, and of course, so what's happened now? And I do it as well. You meet somebody, however journalist, somebody you meet, and there's a tendency to do a quick internet search to see if you can find out something. Well, what Solomon had done, he'd done that, and of course which is it may be a reflection on the drastic decline of my star in the mantle, that I am now my presence in the world is merely my pipe videos. So the pipe guy. So yeah, well, which was a worry. Well, not a worry. I mean, at least I have a presence. So so that was quite amusing. That's been my week. Really, I tried a new snooze this week called Phantom Snooze. Oh, even the thought of it makes me cringe a bit, to be honest with you. It's got a funny taste, and it's it's not it's not unpleasant, so unpleasant you spit it out, but it's just rather weird, I think, is the only way to describe it. So what I've been doing is I generally don't use the thing, but I just take a pinch and stick it on because I like the loose stuff. But I've been mixing it in one of those ice tool things with Odin's loose, and that takes the ghastly taste of the Phantom away. It's a it's a it's a spectre. It's not a yeah. Well, I suppose yeah. Anyway, so there we go. Today I'm enjoying a bowl of mystery English from the Pandora's box. A mosquito in January. Um, in a lovely fern down. What was very nice was that the great Les Wood, who made this pipe, and one other that I have, joined in the debate on those two pipe shapes that will not be spoken of, with a very interesting take on it actually, which contradicted apparently everybody. Well, not everybody, but anyway, I think we're off again. So it's not going to be a long video today. I've got people down at the moment, so and they're all too shy to come on and do a pipe video, mainly because they don't smoke. So it would rather defeat the object. I could try and force them to take some snus or a pinch of snuff, but I very much doubt they'd do that either. So anyway, look, have a great week. Apologies, I didn't really get back to the comments last week. I've had a busy week in many respects and doing bits and pieces. Just haven't got around to it. Oh yeah, and I wanted to thank Mike as well, who showed me how to get rid of my name on the on the YouTube page, which is handy. Of course, Solomon Hughes would have never found me if my presence on the internet for my name. Anyway, so have a great week, everybody, and keep smoking your pipes, enjoying whatever you enjoy, and remember, yeah, that memory is something which fades with time. Thank you.